Hey, welcome to the I Feel God Vcast. That's a video and audio podcast mixed together. I hope you're enjoying our Vcast. We talk about a lot of different things every week. And we put out a new show every Tuesday at about noon. Now, I had dental work today, so this one is a little bit late. So it'll probably be about 3 o'clock before it hits the street. But this week, our focus is on using Gifs for marketing, run your own giveaways, and don't buy fried ice cream. And let me tell you something else. We're thinking of changing the name of our podcast. So listen especially close to at the end of the Don't Buy Fried Ice Cream section, and we'll tell you what we're thinking about. And that's coming up toward the end of the podcast. The great thing about a Vcast is that every week it's different. So let's get started. Welcome to the I Feel God podcast. This is Bishop James, I Feel God Brown, and here we talk about ministry, business, and basically anything on my mind. We hope you'll stick around and enjoy it. Hey, did you know, while we're on the subject of a giveaway, did you know that businesses and churches can build responsive email lists literally overnight without spending money for promotion? Generating tons of leads for your business, ministry, or brand with viral giveaways is as easy as shooting ducks in a bucket. You've spent hours executing marketing plans, thousands of dollars on ads, and a ton of energy begging your mom to tell her book club about your business. And you know how that works. And has any of that really grown your email list or grown your business? If it had, you wouldn't still be listening to what I have to say. Not all hope is lost, though. You can bring your business or brand into the spotlight without breaking the bank by running viral giveaways. Listen, go get all the information at ifggo.pro/MDM. That's ifggo.pro/MDM. You won't regret trying this. This is something we use all the time. In today's Tech Notes section, I want to talk about adding animation to your emails. That might be just the thing you need to increase your subscriber engagement. Well, how do you do that? Well, email marketers like you and I are increasingly turning to animated GIFs. Now, some folks call them GIFs, but the real name is Gifs. Using the GIFs in email to provide just that extra interest. According to our 2020 State of Email data, 51.28% of marketers said they're using animated GIFs, that's over half, at least sometimes in their marketing emails. GIF, which stands for Graphics Interchange Format, is an image format that can rapidly display a series of images to produce the illusion of video. Animated GIFs are enjoying a renaissance both on the web and in email marketing. Haven't you seen them on Facebook? GIFs are great because they grab your subscribers' attention, point them toward an action you want them to take, or keep them scrolling to make sure they get your whole message. Animated GIFs are supported almost everywhere. Outlook even recently updated its support to include them. Now, how do you make them? Well, 2 ways. They're quick and dirty and in a hurry. Adobe Animate, which we'll put the link to that in the show notes, and of course Capwing, which we've talked about here many times. But there are a lot of ways to make them. Simply get your graphics together that you want to display, or take a video and speed it up and make it a GIF. Either way, that'll get the job done. And that's it for our Tech Notes this week. Hey, can I ask you a question? If you've purchased anything online in the last week? Have you? Have you? It's a yes, right? Most of us, yeah, it's a yes. So this means that you're really good at making money online. However, it's just for somebody else. That's the thing. If you can spend money online, you can definitely make money online too. You just need to be shown the way, the blueprint, if you will. The great news is that one of my business coaches, John Asseroff, is hosting a free online event about the exact process he uses to generate over 1 million leads and huge flood of sales every month. Now it's your turn to build your dream business and cash in. Are you in? John is awesome and his training is free. It's really helped us and I just want you to know that. So where are you going to do it? Go to this link, ifggo.pro/John A. That's ifggo.pro/John A. It'll be in the show notes too. All right? Well, it's time for our mission notes section of our vlog, and I never want to go off without talking about what our mission is. You know, the scriptures tell us several places that where there is no vision, the people perish. One translation says the people cast off restraint. And I don't want to cast off restraint. I don't want this vlog to perish. So we're going to do that. We want you to know what we're about. So at Christian Stimulus, what do? Well, we develop websites, video channels, email assets. We create ministry and business training, and we do side gig how-tos. We teach you how to work a side gig so you can bring in that income. And we help ministers and Christian businesses be more effective, both in business and in ministry. And that's what we're about. God bless you. Let me tell you about something else we use almost every day. It's Groove Funnels. This is the new best way to create websites, build funnels, and sell digital products online. That's what we do. Forget complicated software. Say goodbye to clunky websites. Cancel all your monthly fees for all that stuff. Groove Funnels is your complete digital products and services online sales system. But listen to this. My favorite word. If you've been around me any amount of time, you know this is my favorite word. It's free. Oh yeah, it's free. Now you can get in a more advanced version, but to start out with, what you need is absolutely free. Sign up for your free Groove Funnels account and get lifetime access for a limited time only. They don't even ask for your credit card. Go to ifggo.pro, ifggo.pro/IMN. That's ifggo.pro/IMN. The last item in our life and current events section deals with black rappers who get a lot of criticism. So I think it's good to highlight positive things that they are doing as well as the negative. An example is rapper Travis Scott, who's leading a relief effort for Houston residents impacted by the winter storm and utility outages. Now, there are still people here in Texas that don't have electricity and some that don't have running water. He teamed up with the Houston Health Foundation and the city of Houston for this initiative. The Houston native, whose real name is Jaquez Webster, created a program to combat food insecurity. His nonprofit, the Cactus Jack Foundation, an organization he founded to empower youth in Houston, teamed up with the Houston Health Foundation and the city of Houston for the creation of an emergency food program. Through the initiative, 50,000 hot meals were distributed to vulnerable residents in the Houston area who are homebound, senior citizens, disabled, low income, or unemployed. Following the storm, nearly half of Texas residents were under boil water advisories, and over 85,000 people did not have power. Although the advisories have been lifted, there are still a lot of residents struggling to navigate the aftermath of the storm. Well done, Travis. We appreciate you here in Texas. Some good news in our life and current events section. Uber and Lyft are going to start sharing information about drivers banned for assault. The ride-sharing firms are inviting other U.S. organizations as well to join the Sharing Safety Program, as it's called. This is a first-of-its-kind safety program in the ride-sharing business. It aims to prevent offenders from moving between firms, potentially doing more harm, as well as supporting survivors by giving them peace of mind. As part of the new program, Lyft and Uber will share information about driver deactivations, that's what they call it when they fire you, related to the 5 most critical safety issues detailed by the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, along with physical assault fatalities that up to now have never been reported. We're glad that they're doing something. Let's support them. In our life and current events section today, we want to tell you to look out, Lou. Your Netflix sharing may be through. Netflix has started what they're calling a test. But the test is raising worries that Netflix is going to put an end to password sharing among members. But the company says, no worries, it's just a test. They say the effort is merely targeted at stopping strangers from using someone's Netflix account. The streaming service has been testing this new security measure, and it can block access to a Netflix account if you don't have the actual verification code. If you do borrow Netflix from a friend or a family member, then it probably wouldn't be too hard to get that verification code from them. This test is designed to help ensure that people using Netflix accounts are authorized to do so. At least that's what the company says it's about. Good luck with that. In our Don't Buy Fried Ice Cream section, you got to keep trying. And this is how it's done. The doctor said I wouldn't live past 1. That's what Carson Locker of Ohio said. Then the doctor said I wouldn't live past 2. 5. Carson has undergone 17 surgeries so far in his life. And now he's 9. I'm optimistic about his future, said Dr. Richard Grossberg of Cleveland's Children's Hospital. The problem is Charge syndrome. That's what it is. It's rare. It's 1 in 10,000 live births, the doctor said. The boy is keeping up with his peers at school, says his mom, Jessie Beals. If you tell him he can't do it, he's gonna show you. That's what she said. A lot of people never meet their hero, but I truly have given birth to mine. That's something for a mother to say. As for Carson, I'm not that strong, he says. I'm just brave. I hope when he grows up, he can teach that to adults. And that is how to not buy fried ice cream. Now, as I said earlier, I need your help. We are thinking of changing our podcast Vcast name, and we're thinking about making it Don't Buy Fried Ice Cream. Don't Buy Fried Ice Cream. That has a ring to it, doesn't it? Since Don't Buy Fried Ice Cream is becoming so popular, we're thinking of making it the new name. We need you, yes you the posse, talking about you, to leave a comment and tell us what you think. or send an email to I Feel God plus name, the plus sign, and then the word name at gmail.com. I Feel God plus name at gmail.com, and tell us what you think about naming the podcast Don't Buy Fried Ice Cream. It's time for our closing notes section. Did you know you can schedule a free call with me? Well, you can. Simply go to ifggo.pro/let's talk. ifggo.pro/let's talk. Select a time, so any time that works for you and is on that schedule, and let's talk. You can't beat the price. It's free. Have you subscribed yet? That's another thing. Subscribe for free and never miss out on our wisdom, tips, and news. Subscribe using your favorite podcast app via Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Tuned In. We're on all of them. Just search for the I Feel God podcast. Don't forget, we're also on YouTube on the I Feel God podcast channel there. You can also spread the word to your friends, church members, and co-workers. We would really appreciate it if you would leave a rating and a review as well. Hopefully, this episode has helped you lead like never before. That's my goal. If you appreciated it, could you share the love? The best way to do that is to rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts and leave us a brief review. You can do the same on Stitcher and on TuneIn as well. Your ratings and reviews help us place the podcast in front of new leaders and listeners. Your feedback also lets me know how I can better serve you. Your support is also important. Please consider giving and supporting our podcast and Vcasts. All you have to do is go to anchor.fm/IFeelGod/support. Let me say that again. Anchor, ANCHOR.fm/IFeelGod/support. If you could do that for us, it would be a blessing. Until next Tuesday at 12 noon. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Welcome to the I Feel God podcast. This is Bishop James, I Feel God Brown, and here we talk about ministry, business, and basically anything on my mind. We hope you'll stick around and enjoy it.